Let's see. Okay. I don't know if you can read that, but it says today is a right day, so I'm sitting on the right. Today I'm gonna be talking about Pokemon, and by that I'm gonna be ranking all 1008. I think Pokemon, every Pokemon ever. If you disagree, you're wrong. If you agree, then you're right, because I'm right. So it's, I was gonna make this into like 8 different videos, like generation 1 a video, generation 2 a video, but I didn't want to do that because that seems like annoying. So if you only care about generation 1, or if you only care about generation 4 or something, then go click on the timestamp somewhere. I don't know, figure it out, or just find it. I don't know. There's no system to this ranking. It's literally just my opinion. Why do you care about my opinion? You probably don't. Let's get started with the 151 generation 1 Pokemon. Alright, first off, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was always my favorite starter for generation 1. I always liked it better than Squirtle, because I never really cared for Squirtle when I was little. I just thought it was a turtle and it was lame. And then Charmander, my brother picked Charmander, so I couldn't pick Charmander, so I like Bulbasaur. One of my favorite Pokemon, 8 out of 10, great. Ivysaur is good. Like, I never really thought it was cool. I didn't think it was lame. I don't know. Then Smash Bros came along, and so I like him a little better. Kind of just like Bulbasaur, but I'd take Bulbasaur over Ivysaur. So 7 out of 10. Venusaur is the lamest part of the evolution. I mean, I don't know. I like Venusaur, but I like Bulbasaur better. But at the same time, he's kind of like, he can be cool. Like, Mega Venusaur is cool. Venusaur, basically, same as Ivysaur. 7 out of 10. Charmander. I like Charmander. He's good. Fire type, I mean, gets wiped by the first 2 gyms in that game, but whatever. Obviously, is everybody's favorite. Wasn't my favorite, but I still like Charmander. 7 out of 10. Charmeleon, I have no other opinions on. I basically like him the same as Charmander. I know people don't like him because he looks weird, but he's also a 7 like Charmander. Charizard's cool. I'm not really a big fan of Charizard, but I like Charizard. And I can't rank him the same as Charmander because he's better, so 8 out of 10. And also Charizard X, Mega Charizard X is better than Mega Charizard Y. Squirtle. I think Squirtle is growing on me now, but I still don't care about Squirtle. 5. Wartortle. Actually, I take back my Squirtle. I give Squirtle a 6. Wartortle, same thing. A 6. Blastoise is cool. I like his guns. He has guns on his shoulders. 7 out of 10. Alright, Caterpie. Finally done talking about starters. First generation starters, I feel like everybody always likes them equally. So, I don't know. I like Caterpie. I feel like Caterpie is iconic just because it's like Viridian City. Basically like one of the first Pokemon you really find if you're playing like black and white. Red and blue. Sorry, I'm retarded. He's okay. I like Caterpie, so I give him a 5. Metapod. I remember the show making me like Metapod more, but I feel like I don't care about Metapod at all anymore, because you have him for 2 levels, and like Caterpie evolves at like what, level 8 or something, and then he evolves at level 10. I do not care for Metapod anymore. Until the 3D games came out, I never knew Metapod was facing forward. Doesn't mean anything. It was just something that happened to me. 4 out of 10. Butterfree. Same thing as Caterpie. I mean, Butterfree's cool, but I feel like whenever I have Butterfree, it gets reduced to sleep powder, so I can catch Pokemon easily. So 5, just like Caterpie. Weedle has Poison Sting. That's the difference between him and Caterpie. 5. Kakuna is just cooler looking Metapod. 4. Beedrill is Butterfree, but actually cool looking, so 6. Also Mega Beedrill, so that's bonus points, but still a 6 out of 10. Pidgey, the first bird Pokemon. If I were to compare it to like Pidove or Starly or Pikipek or any of the other bird Pokemon, basically, I like Pidgey more. Maybe is that because it came out first? Maybe. Is that because it looks like a regular bird? Maybe. I don't know. I say 5. Pidgeotto, 7. Pidgeotto's cool. Pidgeot is lamer than Pidgeotto. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but 6. Rattata, that's how you say it. When I grew up calling it Rattata. 4. Raticate is also a rat, but he's fat. But he learned Super Fang or whatever, which is a cool move. He gets a 5. Spearow is just Pidgey but worse. 4 out of 10. Fearow is just a lame bird Pokemon, always has been. So Fearow is also a 4 because I would never pick it ever. Ekans, very cool, don't care about him. 4, I mean, all these Pokemon in Gen 1 I don't care about are in Gen 1, so I still have some attachment to them. So that's why none of them are like 3. So Ekans gets a 4. Arbok gets a 4. Pikachu obviously is like very overrated, but at the same time I did like him a lot because of the anime. Now I do not care about Pikachu like at all. Like I would never have a Pikachu and not evolve it into a Raichu. I'm not gonna give it a 4 though. I'm gonna give it a 5 because Pikachu is Pikachu. Sure, but he's still better than all the Pikachu clones. Raichu is just Pikachu but cooler. 6 out of 10. Sandshrew is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. I like Sandshrew. Sandshrew gets a 5. Sandslash, on the other hand, there was a specific Nuzlocke that I did with my friend, and Sandslash played a pivotal role. So he definitely did grow on me. Sandslash gets a 7. Nidoran female. I don't care about Nidoran female. I guess I would give it a 5, but since it's a girl, 4. Nidorina is like the same thing. 4. Nidoqueen is basically just a worse Nidoking. Do I know that it's worse? No. Do I know the differences? Not really. Why do I make it worse? Because Nidoking sounds cooler. Nidoran male is better than Nidoran male better than Nidoran female because it looks cooler. Also male. Nidoran male gets 5. Nidorino better than Nidorina. Nidorino is stronger. Do I have evidence to support my claim? No, I do not. Nidorino gets also a 5. Nidoking is cool because Giovanni had him, and he gets Earthquake, and he's strong. I give him a 7 because Nidoqueen gets a 6, and Nidoking has to be higher. Clefairy, could not care less. Basically like Jigglypuff, but worse, so 3. Clefable, 3. Vulpix, I like Vulpix. Fire type, 5. Ninetales is a cool fire type, but never use it though. 5 as well. Jigglypuff, if it wasn't in Smash Bros, I would not care about it, but it's in Smash Bros, and his rest is really fun to use. So Jigglypuff gets a 6. Wigglytuff doesn't exist, 3. Zubat is cool. He looks cool, even though he's annoying in every cave ever. He encounters you every 5 steps. Zubat gets a 6. Golbat is just worse. Zubat, 5. Oddish I don't care about. Not really. 4 out of 10. Gloom has the funny drool, but I would never use Gloom, and I never have used Gloom, and I would never use Gloom in the future. 4 out of 10. Vileplume is cool because I have a cool Pokemon card of it. Vileplume is alright. 5 out of 10. Paris is a Pokemon. 3. Parasect is also a Pokemon, but it's like a zombie. Everybody knows that by now, but it is pretty funny. 4. Venonat. I don't care about Venonat or Venomoth. They're kind of both just Pokemon that are real. They're both, I'd give them both a 4. Diglett, funny little mole thing. I like Diglett. 5. Dugtrio, 3 Diglets. I know people always call that lazy. I mean, it probably is lazy, but I like it. I give it a 6. Meowth would be like so low, but he's in the anime and he talks funny. 5. Persian, 5 as well. Psyduck, funny headache Pokemon, don't care about him. 4. Golduck is cool, but he's not a psychic type. Psyduck and Golduck should be psychic types, but I would never use a Golduck ever either. Also, I give him a 4. Mankey, I love getting Mankey on Route 22. I think that's what it is. If it's not right, if I'm wrong and it's not Route 22, it's whatever is next to Viridian City. He's a fighting type, and I love fighting types, so I'm gonna give Mankey a 6. Primeape is cool. He's like Mankey, but he gets boxing gloves, and he's angry all the time. He gets a 7. Growlithe is like Vulpix, but the better version. But because he's a dog and not a fox. I don't know what I give Vulpix, but I've given Growlithe a 5. Arcanine is cool. He's like a big dog. I give him a 6. Poliwag. I like Poliwag. He's alright. 5. Poliwhirl, aka Fortnite. I like Poliwhirl enough because of the Pokemon Adventures manga, And then Nuzlocke, multiple of them, we would get him, and my friend would always name him Fortnite. 6 out of 10. Poliwrath is very cool. He's a fighting type, and he's a water type. He's like Poliwhirl, but better. I don't really like him more. They're kind of the same. I give him a 6 as well. Abra's cool. I like Abra. He gets a 6. Kadabra's cool. He gets a 6 as well. I kind of like him the same as Abra because you don't really use Abra. He turned into a Kadabra right away. So Alakazam is broken. I love Alakazam. That's an 8. Machop. I like Machop. I give him a 6. Machoke, just a buff guy. I also give him a 6. Machamp is cool. He gets a 7. I would make him higher if I could ever get him, but I would never be able to get him because he's a trade evolution. And it's not that I couldn't trade with anybody. I had my brother to trade with, but our link cable never worked. Bellsprout, I like Bellsprout. He kicked the crap out of Bulbasaur in that one episode. I give him a 6. Weepinbell is worse. I give him a 5. Actually, no, I give him a 4. Victory Bell is the reason I gave Weepinbell 4 because Victory Bell is better than Weepinbell, but I still like Bellsprout better, so he gets a 5. Tentacool, the Zubat of the Sea. He's okay, I guess. I don't care for him. I give him a 4. Tentacruel, I like him because he's in the song for Pokemon, and he's all huge, and he breaks the building. I remember that episode too. Not much. I remember a girl has a tank. Game-wise, I've never used a Tentacool in my life, but I still like him, so he gets a 6. Geodude, Giga Chad, Brock's Pokemon, he gets a 6. I like Graveler enough, but he's not as good as Geodude, so he gets a 5. Golem is cool. I would never get him either, because Trade Evolution have a funny Pokemon card of him, where he's in the middle of exploding. But I give Geodude 6. I give him a 6 also. Ponyta is a horse on fire. It's cool, I give it a 5. Rapidash is a cooler horse on fire, so I give it a 6. Slowpoke. I do not care about Slowpoke, but I don't care about it enough to give it a 4, so I give it a 5. Slowbro has grown on me a little. Not really. The only reason it has is because my friend likes him so much. Other than that, I don't care about him, so he also gets a 5. Magnemite. Always liked Magnemite. I give Magnemite a 6. I like Magneton a lot. He's cool. I don't know why. I mean, he's just 3 Magnemites, again, with like the Diglett, but I give Magneton a 7. Farfetch does indeed. He does Pokemon, and I remember trading a Spearow to get him, and I would immediately box him and never use him again because it's Farfetch and he's garbage, so I give him a 4. Doduo. He's cool, I guess. I don't care about him, though. 4. Dodrio is cool, and he gets Tri-Attack for some reason, so I like Dodrio. Dodrio is cool. I give him a 6. Seal is a seal spelled wrong. Or spelled right. He gets a 4. Dugong, he gets the same rating as Seal. Grimer, I never cared about. I give him a 4. Muck is alright. I give Muck a 5. Shelder, Misty had a Shelder, I think. That's all I remember. 4. Cloyster, I always thought Cloyster was really strong when I was little, but I know Elite 4, L'Oreal, Ice-type girl had a Cloyster for sure, so 5. I like Cloyster. They're cool. Ghastly, the Zubat of Lavender Tower, I think he's alright. I always caught Ghastly, but I never used him. 5. Haunter is cool. I've always liked Haunter. I would always have a Haunter. I would never use it because I could never evolve it. 7 out of 10. Gengar is cool, so he also gets a 7. Because Haunter and Gengar are about the same. Onix, I really liked Onix when I was little, even though his stats are bad. But I always liked Onix. Onix gets a 6. Drowsy. Drowsy does exist. 3. Hypno also is a Pokemon. He had all the creepypasta and it scared me when I was little, so he gets a 4. Krabby's cool. I like Krabby. I didn't really care for him much, but spoiler alert, I did get him. I'm not explaining what the spoiler alert is for. He gets a 5. Kingler is cool. He's a bigger crab. I'll give him a 5 as well. Voltorb is cool. When I was little, I used to think he was really big, like a giant ball, like whatever. But then I read the books and he's like really small because he's like a Pokeball, and I thought that made so much sense to me. So then I always thought they were small. Then I saw them in like 3D games, and they're actually huge. They're 1'8". They're bigger than a Pokeball, that's for sure. Now I always think they're small. It makes more sense to me, so they get a 5. I like Electrode. Better than Voltorb, because he's the evolved version, so he gets a 6. Execute, he sure does. He is a 3. Executor is cool. He's a strong Pokemon, strong enough at least. I had him in a Nuzlocke for a while. I don't remember how good he did, but I remember he was on my team, so that had to mean something. I like Executor. I give him a 6. Cubone, I never cared for Cubone. When I was little, I would look at the fan theories. There's like a Cubone is actually the Kangaskhan. That makes sense. But either way, Cubone gets a 4. Marowak is cool. He has a bone. Well, he has like a cooler looking bone, I guess. I don't really know why I think that, but whatever. He gets 6. Hitmonlee is better than Hitmonchan. I'm sorry. I give Hitmonlee a 7. Hitmonchan gets a 6. Lickitung, I don't care about him, but I mean, he is funny. Pokemon, Giant Tongue, he gets a 5. Coughing, 4. Wheezing, James had Wheezing. He's cool. I give him a 5. Rhyhorn's alright. I mean, I would always get one from like the Savari Zone or whatever, but I would never use them. But I like Rhyhorn, so I give him a 5. Now Rhydon is actually cool. I like Rhydon. He's a cool Earth type, so I mean, I'm a target ground type. I give him a 6. Chansey, 4. Tangela, the only grass type that's not a poison type in Generation 1. And I do not care about him. I guess the one, like, perfect Pokérap, Terry the Tangela, made me like him more because that's pretty funny. I give him a 5. Kangaskhan, he's cool. He has a Mega Punch, probably, and he Mega Evolves and was broken for a while. I like Kangaskhan. He's cool. I give him a 6. Horsey does he is a horse. 4. Seadra, I mean, Seadra's cool, I guess. I give him a 5. Goldeen, I don't care about. 4. Seeking, I like less than Goldeen, so he gets a 3. I like Staryu. He's cool. He gets a 5. Starmie gets a 6 because more arms, I guess, is what those are. And Misty has him in the gym. He's like level 23, and he's just like strong, and I'm always scared to fight it in Nuzlocke. Next up is Mr. Mime. He's creepy. I give him a 4. Scyther is so cool. I always like Scyther. 1, he's a bug. That means he gets wings. And he has 2 size for hands. Scyther gets a 9. I love Scyther. Jinx is black. She is a Jinx. I don't care. Jinx gets a 3. Electabuzz is a cool electric type. He's in Pokemon Snap. He gets a 5. Magmar is fire type Electabuzz. He gets a 5. Pinsir is Scyther's equivalent. He's kind of cool. I give him a 6. Tauros is cool. He's a cow. No, he's not. He's a bull. I give him a 6. Magikarp is the worst Pokemon ever. But I love Magikarp. Magikarp's just one of my favorites, man. He's funny. I give him a 7. Gyarados is cool. I always like Gyarados. I do like him less now that I've used him in a bunch of games because, like, the only move he learns is Bite and then Thrash, and then he takes forever to learn anything else. I like Gyarados. He's good. I give him an 8. Lapras, Orange Islands. He was there. I like Lapras. I give him a 7. Ditto, I used to like Ditto a lot because he could transform into anybody, but now I do not care about Ditto. I would never use him anywhere in battle ever. I guess you use him to breed and like shiny hunt, so that's whatever. Whatever. I give Ditto a 6. Eevee's cool. Eevee gets a 6. Vaporeon. Did you know that Vaporeon gets a 4? No, a 5. Jolteon is the best evolution for Eevee. Jolteon gets an 8. Therion gets a 6. And, I'm moving Vaporeon to 6 too, because they're both like the same. Porygon is cool. I used to like Porygon a lot. And then he gave me a seizure. No, I'm just joking. I just never used Porygon. Never could. I never wanted to farm 10,000 coins or whatever. So I never had Porygon. Other than being like a cool computer guy. He's whatever. I give him a 5. Okay, I'm gonna put Omanyte and Omastar into this one. I know a lot of people like Lord Helix or whatever, but I did not grow up with Twitch Plays Pokemon, and I do not care about Omanyte. I think Omanyte is lame. Omastar is kind of cool, I guess, because he's like a little monster. It's just a letdown. It's just Omastar. It's just Omanyte again, but with teeth. I will never choose the Helix fossil over the Dome fossil. I'm sorry. Omanyte and Omastar both get a 4. Kabuto looks cool. He's got red eyes, and he has the same name as the one guy from Naruto. I like Kabuto. He's cool. He gets a 5. Kabutops, on the other hand, he's like Scyther. He has 2 swords for hands. I don't know how anybody likes Omastar over Kabutops. Kabutops is so cool. He sucks, I know. And I would never use him because he's bad. He's bad. His stats are bad. His typings are bad. But he looks cool, and he has 2 sharp sword hands. I give him a 7. Aerodactyl is kind of a cool fossil Pokemon. He gets a 5. Snorlax, aka my friend Mitchell. I like Snorlax a lot. He's cool. He's on the bridge. He sleeps. He gets a 7. Articuno, he's cool. The worst legendary bird, but I still like him. He gets a 6. Zapdos, the best legendary bird. He gets a 9. I love Zapdos. I like Moltres better than Articuno. Hot take, I know. He gets a 7. Dratini is like alright. I used to like him a lot, but now since I've played Nuzlocke and I've got him early game, and the only move he knows is rap. Kind of killed it for me. So whatever, he gets a 5. Dragonair is not different to me. Stronger, better, I know, but still 5. Dragonite, I always liked him because he was like a strong dragon, and when I was little, he was cool, but I don't know. He gets a 6. Mewtwo, cool legendary. Obviously, he gets an 8. Mew is also a cool legendary. I mean, I don't really care about Mew that much, but I like Mew. He gets a 6. Alright, that's all of Generation 1. I know Gen 1 is weird because either somebody loves Gen 1 and only Gen 1, or people hate Gen 1 now because it's overrated and everybody only likes it because it's the first one, which is true. But I grew up with them, and so they're all kind of just the same. It's just a lot of 4s and 5s. I expect the Pokemon are going to be more extreme, so like more like on the bottom and more towards the top of the list. Chikorita. Chikorita gets too much flack. I like Chikorita, and apparently nobody else does. Chikorita in the middle, I give him a 5. Bayleaf is cool, also gets a 5. I like Meganium. I give Meganium a 6. Cyndaquil, the best starter out of the second generation, 7. Quilava, same thing, 7. They're both kind of the same to me. Typhlosion is cool. Typhlosion also gets a 7. I don't know. They don't really get better or worse to me. I kind of like them all the same. Totodile. I like Totodile. Also gets like a 5 or a 6 for me. I give him a 6. Sorry for all the Totodile fans that do not think he's worse than Cyndaquil, but he is, and I'm sorry. Crocodile gets a 5, I guess. Crocodile gets a 4. I'm not going to pretend I like him more than I do. Feraligator's cool. I like Feraligator. He gets a 7. Sentret certainly does exist, and I do not care about it. Number 3. Furret is cooler because I don't really remember why I like Furret more. Probably has to do with something of a Pokemon Stadium 2. I give Furret a 5. Hoo-Hoo does exist. I would never use it though. I don't like Hoo-Hoo. 3. Noctowl is pretty cool. He's like the one owl from Legend of Zelda. 5. Ladybus sucks. 3. Lady N is cool and looks better and has cool moves. Too bad it sucks. But he gets a 5 because he's cool looking, even though he sucks. Spinarak, I always like Spinarak. He gets a 5 as well. Gyarados is Spinarak still at 5. Crobat. Now, I know everybody likes Crobat, and it's like one of the fan favorites, but I do not care for Crobat. I'm sorry. I mean, I like him better than Golbat, that's for sure. But he's kind of the same as Zubat, so he gets the same as whatever Zubat got. I forgot already. Chinchou. Chinchou gets a 4 because I forget he exists. Lantern, I don't forget exists. I like Lantern. It's alright. I mean, design-wise, could not care less, but Electric Water is cool, and he's like a little angler fish, I guess. That's what it's supposed to be, so I give him a 5. Pichu is like Pikachu. He gets the same as whatever Pikachu got. Cleffa, I hate Cleffa, 2. Igglybuff, same thing, 2. They're the same Pokemon. Togepi, I like Togepi, not really, but like he is Metronome, 5. Togetic, I have no opinions because I didn't really know it existed, because I didn't know Togepi evolved for the longest time. He also gets a 5. Natu looks funny, a little Asian bird. I don't care about him though, 4. Xatu is like Natu, but I guess he's a little better. He also gets a 4, I don't care about him. Mareep, I like Mareep. He gets a 5. Flaffy, Mareep is better looking. Flaffy gets a 4. I like Ampharos, not like a lot of people do. I give him, what I give Mareep a 5? I give him a 6. I like him. Blossom is the worst Gloom evolution. I would never pick Blossom over Vileplume. I do like Blossom though. I mean, enough, I guess. I give him a 5. Peekaboo, Meryl, I don't care. I mean, just the fact that it has the nickname Peekaboo is like the only thing I remember about him. 4. Azumarill is like Meryl, except for it's actually tanky, and it won't die ever. Azumarill, I give him a 5. Sudowoodo, funny tree that's not a tree at all, but he's actually a rock. I give him a 5. Politoed is the worst Poliwhirl evolution. Sorry, but Poliwrath is better. Politoed sucks, bro. I don't know. I never like Politoed. I don't really know why. I have something against the frog. It makes sense that a tadpole would evolve into a frog and not just a bigger tadpole, but I give him a 1. He's one of my least favorite Pokemon. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Sorry, all the Politoed fans. Hoppip is funny. No reason. I just like Hoppip, kinda. I give him a 5. Skiploom is worse. I give him a 4. I don't care about Skiploom. Chumpluff, 5. Again, I don't know. Apom gets a 3 because I forget it exists. Sunkern gets a 2 because he sucks. Sunflora gets a 3 because he sucks, but he's not as bad as Sunkern. Yanma gets a 4. Nah, he gets a 3. Wooper gets a 6 because Wooper is a funny looking guy. Quagsire gets a 5 because I don't care about him as much as Wooper. Espeon's cool. I like Espeon. Espeon gets a 6. Umbreon, kind of cool. I mean, I can only get Toxic stalled so much, and I like him about the same as Espeon, if not less. So he also gets a 6. Murkrow. I know a lot of people like Murkrow, and Murkrow's alright. I give him a 5. Slowking is like Slowbro to me. They're not really different. I don't care about either one. He's the same as Slowbro. Give him whatever Slowbro got. Misdreavus is just worse Ghastly to me. 4. Unknown. He was cool. I like him in the movie. But I haven't seen that movie in like 8 years or something. Too bad he sucks. So I give him a 4. No, I give him 5. Boba Fett, he's funny. I give him 5. Girafarig, I do not care about Girafarig at all. I'm a 4. Pineco exists for sure. 3. Fortress. I have a fortress on my desk. I know you can't really see it, but I have no clue why it's on here. He gets a fortress. Dunsparce. Dunsparce is funny because he's literally giant for some reason. Or like, I guess, long. He gets a 5. Gligar. I know a lot of people like Gligar. I am not one of those people. I do not care about Gligar at all, so he gets a 4. Steelix. When I was little, I used to hate Steelix a lot because I didn't know much about Gen 2, and I only knew Gen 1, so the little I did know, apparently they added an evolution for for Onix. And I was like, why though? Onix doesn't need an evolution. He's already good, even though he wasn't, and he sucked. That was back then. Now I don't care. I don't like him as much as Onix, so I give him like a 5. Snubbull was in that one short with the Pichus. I give him a 3. Granbull, 3. Quillfish is cool. I give him a 5. Scizor, I like Scizor a lot. He's also very cool. I don't really associate him with Scyther at all, because they don't really... they're not really similar to me. I mean, I know they are, but I give Scizor like an 8. Shuckle is funny. It was one of the first Pokemon I shiny hunted. No reason, I just thought it was funny, and I named him Bluckle because he's a blue Shuckle. Oh yeah, well I was shiny hunting Shuckle, and I got one because I was using eggs. So I had a full team of, I had 5 eggs, and one of the eggs were shiny, and I was like, oh, it's a shiny Shuckle, this is crazy. And I was like, I did it, I got the shiny Shuckle. I finished hatching the eggs in my inventory. So the next egg was just regular Shuckle, and the next egg after that was another shiny Shuckle. So I had two Shuckles, 2 shiny Shuckles. I don't know what are the odds of that, but it was cool. So Shuckle is pretty high up there now. I give him a 7. Heracross is like, they replaced Scyther as Pinsir's counterpart. That's what Heracross is like to me. I give Heracross whatever Pinsir got. Diesel is cool, I guess. I don't really care about him though, so 4. Teddiursa is a bear. Ursaring is a bigger bear, but I like Ursaring though. He's kind of cool. I give him a 5. Magcargo, kind of cool, I guess. I mean, that's Slugma. I give him a 5. Magcargo is also cool, but he's a fire rock type, and that's horrible. But I also give him a 5. Swinub gets a 3. Piloswine gets a 3 as well. I don't like Piloswine or Swinub. Corsola gets a 4. Very forgettable. Don't care about him. Remoraid, he evolves into an octopus for some reason. I don't know. I give him a 4. I guess he's cool. He shows up like on Mantine's thing, so whatever. Octillery, that's the octopus. But I give him the same thing as Remoraid, so 5. Delibird is like the worst Pokemon I've ever seen, but I do like Delibird. He had a fun little game on Pokemon Stadium too. And at the time of recording this, it is Christmas time. I think Christmas is like 3 days. This will definitely not be out by then. I give him a 6. Mantine, 4. Skarmory is cool. I like Skarmory. He's like Corviknight, but worse because he doesn't evolve. I like his little like red steel feathers. You could like shoot him. Give him a 7. Houndour's cool. He's alright. I give him a 5. Houndoom, I never cared for Houndoom specifically, but I did get a cool Pokemon card. And then I got a Mega Houndoom. Same set, same like full art. It was crazy. I would never use him though. I mean, I would if I had the chance. I usually just pick a different fire type, but I like Houndoom. I give him a 7. Kingdra, give him whatever Seadra got. Fanfi is funny. Little elephant thingy. I don't really care though, so 4. Donphan was in the movie, the Mewtwo movie, I think. I remember he was in a movie and I was like, what the heck is that? I think it's cool. Donphan's pretty cool. I give Donphan a 5. Porygon 2, I never cared for Porygon 2, so Porygon 2 gets a 4. Stanley gets a 3. Smeargle is horrible. What a bad Pokemon. I feel like Smeargle definitely has not grown on me because like I never use him, but you do see him everywhere, so I am aware of his existence. He's one of those gimmick Pokemon, so I give him a 5. Tyro basically gives a reason for Hitmontop to exist. He gets a 3. Hitmontop, he's like a Beyblade. Give him the same thing Hitmonchan had, I think 6. Smoochum gets a 2. No, 1. I hate Smoochum. Elekid, 2. Magby, 2. Miltank. I hate Miltank because of Whitney, but at the same time, I have more feelings for Miltank. Like, hateful feelings, sure, but they're there, as opposed to the other, a lot of Pokemon that I feel nothing for. So, I feel like I care more about Miltank only because if I saw Miltank, I would have more to say about Miltank than other Pokemon. So, for that, I'm gonna rank Miltank higher, so I give it a 5 instead of the, negative. Blissey, I hate Blissey. Like, I get it. Like, I don't know why they gave Chansey an evolution. Blissey serves no purpose to me, so he gets a 3. Raikou cool. I like the legendary dogs. I give Raikou a 6. Entei also gets a 6. Suicune, I like Suicune because I have like a cool Pokemon card of him. He's my favorite legendary dog because of that, and also probably because of Pokemon Stadium 2. I know I bring that up a lot for some reason. So I give him a 7. Larvitar, 4. Pupitar, 4. Tyranitar was in the one Celebi movie and he was scary. I give him a 7. Lugia, very, very iconic to me and my brother. I think the same thing as Suicune. He gets a 7. Oh, he gets a 6. I mean, I never really saw him. He was in the first episode of Pokemon, which I didn't know what he was at first. I did have a cool Pokemon card of him. Celebi had the movie. I like Celebi. Time Traveler. That's crazy. 5. So we're done with Johto now. I didn't really know Generation 2 that much. I kind of grew up with Generation 1 and like little snippets of Gen 2 because of Pokemon Movie 2000. That one short before it. Pokemon Stadium 2. I know I talked about that a lot. So that's why a lot of those Pokemon I either didn't care about or hated because they were just worse versions of Gen 1 Pokemon. Time to start Pokedex number 252. Generation 3. We're a quarter of the way there. Trico, Grass. Probably the most balanced generation in terms of like good starters because they're all good. Trico gets a 7. I love Trico. Grovyle is cool. Trico. They're basically the same to me. They both get a 7. Sceptile used to be like my favorite Pokemon ever. I give him an 8. I don't like him as much anymore, but I give him an 8. I like Sceptile a lot. Torchic has the double kick. No, I like Torchic. I give him a 7 as well. Combusken. I like Combusken because he learns double kick, and that's so broken early game. I also give him a 7. I mean, they're kind of all the same to me. Blaziken gets an 8. Mudkip and Marshtomp get 7. And Swampert gets... Yeah, to be equal, I'll give them an 8 too. They all get 7s and 8s because they're all the same, basically. Like, not like Pokemon-wise, but they're all, like, good. You know what I mean? Like, I would always choose Trico. Like, I never picked Mudkip, but I always saw Mudkip because my rival had him. I always used to pick Trico, but then I started picking Torchic a lot because of the double kick. And Blaziken's cool, and Mega Blaziken made me like him more. But they're all kind of the same to me. I like them all. Poochyena. Dog is like... It's like Houndour. I like Poochyena enough. I give him 5. Mightyena gets a 5 also, because I don't really care about him. Zigzagoon gets a 4. Except for I had a shiny... I caught a full odds shiny Zigzagoon. I just found one when I was playing Alpha Sapphire. And I put it on like that little Pokemon trading thing. And I put it up for like a shiny Mewtwo, and somebody gave me a shiny Mewtwo. But Zigzagoon still gets a 4 though. Linoon gets a 4, I guess. Nah, I give Linoon a 5 because of Belly Drum. It's too scary to use because I'm always playing Nuzlocke, but whatever. Wurmple is like Caterpie. Give him whatever Caterpie got. Silcoon and Cascoon, both of them get whatever Metapod got. Beautyfly, whatever Butterfree got. They're like the same Pokemon. Dustox is cool. Give him whatever Beedrill got because I like Dustox. Alright. Time for some actual numbers. Lotad. I like Lotad. He's alright. I do like the grass water. I give him a 5. Lombre. It was like the first real Generation 3 playthrough I actually beat. I was playing Alpha Sapphire. I got a Lotad. And I evolved into a Lombre. And I was like thinking, okay, I'm going to switch him off my team when he evolves. Because I was trying to complete the Pokedex. I didn't know that he evolved with the Water Stone. So I had him on my team for the entire game. He's level 53. Lombre. So I just had him. So, that's a fun memory. He gets a 6. Ludicolo, I have no attachments to because my Lombre never evolved. He gets a 5. Seedot sucks. He's kind of cool looking, but so weak. I give him a 3. Nuzleaf would have been so cool if it just wasn't such a letdown. But Nuzleaf himself, I give him a 5. I like Shiftry is cool. Grass, Dark. He seems like he would be really good. Too bad he has no moves ever, so he gets a 3. Taylor's pretty cool. I like Pidgey better, but Taylor gets like a 5. Swellow also gets a 5. They're kind of the same to me. Wingull, I like Wingull. Pico, that's what the name was in the Emerald or whatever. That's like the only memory I have of Wingull. I give him a 5. Pelipper also gets a 5. Ralts gets a 5. Ralts is cool. I like Ralts. I always try to catch him, and I remember I was never able to, probably because I couldn't find one. Curlia sucks so bad. I know Ralts sucks too, but it's the first evolution. Like, it gets an excuse. Curlia is annoying. 4. Gardevoir, I mean, it's fully evolved psychic type. I would give it a 6, but women, so 5. Surskit gets a 3. Masquerain, I forget, exists as well. 3. Shroomish, I like Shroomish. 5. Breloom is cool. I like Breloom. Breloom gets a 6 because it's a grass fighting type. Blackoth gets 5 because I like Slackoth. Vigoroth, I give a 6. Slacking is terrifying. I play enough randomizer Nuzlocke to know that he is so scary because his stats are insane. Like playing against a regular Slackoth, he can't attack every turn, so he's kind of easy to deal with, but when you're playing a randomizer and he has like a random ability, he's terrifying because he's going to kill you. But I like Slackoth, and he has definitely carried me, so he gets a 7. Nincada is funny because he evolves into 2 separate Pokemon, so he gets a 4. Super Fast Ninjask, that's his nickname, and the reason is because when I was little, I would play a little game on Roblox called Pokemon Legends. When you spam clicked evolve when you were an Nincada into a Ninjask, for some reason it would mess with the speed, and he would be very, very brokenly fast for some reason, like it was a glitch. And so I always called him Super Fast Ninjask. And then, come to my surprise, when I learned that Ninjask is actually very fast, and he also gets speed boost. So the name Super Fast Ninjask still stands, which I think is amazing. A 6. Shedinja is cool because obviously Wonder Guard, but I never used this Shedinja like well, so he gets also a 6. Whismur gets a 3 because they're annoying. Loudred gets a 4 because better than whatever, and Exploud gets a 4 as well because funny name, and I've never seen one ever. Makuhita, the Mankey of Generation 3. I like Makuhita, he's good. I give him a 5. Hariyama is like a sumo wrestler. I like Hariyama. He reminds me of I forget his name. He reminds me of the dude from Street Fighter 2, where like he spam punch and he like does that little like multiple slaps. I like Hariyama. Give a 6. Azurill, they exist. 2. Nosepass, that's Roxanne's Pokemon in the gym, the first gym in the gym for the rock gym. 3. Skitty, yep. 3. Delcatty is in Pokemon Adventures. 4. Sableye had no weaknesses for a long time. That's very cool. 5. Mawile, like itself, I don't care about Mawile, but I do have an attachment to Mawile just because I saved up all my money and bought like this $40 Mega Mawile box, and I still have those cards. So other than that, Mawile is not that cool. I mean, it has the best typing in the game, but too bad it's weak and does not evolve, so whatever. 5. Aeron. I love Aeron. He's cool. I give him a 5. Lairon is a middle evolution, so I feel like I wouldn't care about him as much, but too bad he evolves at level 55 or something. Okay, it's only 42, but that's pretty far into the game, so I mostly have a Lairon for the longest time. So I like Lairon, 6 out of 10. Aggron is very cool. I like Aggron a lot. He gets a 7, even though he's a Steel Rock and he dies to fighting, just like the other two. But I do like Aggron. He's cool. I give him 7. Metatite, I feel like I would like him more because I usually like fighting types, but I never used him ever, so 4. Metacham, he also gets a 4. Electrike, I like Electrike. He's cool. He gets like a 5. Manectric, he also gets a 5. They're kind of the same to me. I have no attachment because I always get Electrike and I'm like, oh cool, I want a Manectric, and then I change him for somebody immediately after. It's like a Magnemite or something, I don't know. Plusle, Pikachu clone of Generation 3. So he gets a 3. Minun gets a 3. Volbeat should not exist. He gets a 2. Illumise, he gets a 2. Roselia, I always thought they were from Gen 2. That's weird. Roselia, I don't care about. I give it a 4. Gulpin would get a 4, but it wasn't Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it was pretty funny, so he gets a 5. Swalot gets a 4. Carvana's cool. They're like the hit company who sells cars. Carvana, they failed in the stock market recently. Carvana gets like a 5. I like Carvana. They look cool. Sharpedo is also cool. I know it's a weird like shark that's like cut in half kinda, but I give Sharpedo a 6. I like Sharpedo. Wailmer gets a 5 because Wailmer is whatever, just obese. Wailord gets a 7. I love Wailord. Numel gets a 3. I hate Numel. Camerupt also gets Camerupt gets a 4, mostly because the evolve form is cooler, but he is a fire ground type which dies to like a lot of things. So Torkoal on the other hand gets a 6 because he is very, very cool. Way better than I thought he was. And for some reason he's not a rock type, but thank goodness he's not a rock type. Boink will die. He gets a 4. Grumpig is ugly and I don't like him. He gets a 3. Spinda is just Plusle and Minun, but bear. He gets a 4 because Dizzy Punch. Trapinch. I know a lot of people like Trapinch. I do not like Trapinch that much because I used to get a whole bunch of Trapinch I still get a whole bunch of Trapinch Pokemon cards. I have no attachments. He gets a 3. Vibrava just reminds me of Yanma. I know they're not really the same, but they're both like dragonflies. He gets a 4, I guess. Flygon's cool. He gets a 6. I mean, he's alright for like a pseudo legendary. I don't know if he is though, actually, but I think he's a pseudo legend. I don't know. I don't like Flygon as much as normal people like Flygon, but he's okay. I like his little like aviator goggles he's got going. Cacnea. James had a Cacnea. 3. Cacturn is pretty scary. He gets a 4. Swablu he's pretty cool. He also gets a 4. Altaria is cool. I don't know. I don't really care that much about Altaria, but it is a dragon, so 5. Zangoose is cool. I mean, other than looking cool, he contributes absolutely nothing else. 5. Seviper is pretty cool, but other than looking pretty cool, they contribute absolutely nothing else. Jesse had a Seviper. He also gets a 5. Lunatone, very cool. Garbage Pokemon. 4. Suntone. Solrock. He gets 4 as well. Barboach. 3. Whiscash is cool. Water ground type. He gets a 5. Corphish. Ash had a Corphish. I don't like Corphish. I'd take Krabby over Corphish any day of the week. So whatever Krabby got, I think it was a 5. Corphish gets less. So he gets a 4. Crawdon's pretty cool. I give him a 5. Baltoy. I did not like Baltoy at all because I didn't care about him because he's a stupid little like Pokemon that nobody knows about. Like nobody cares about. But then I was playing Pokemon Insurgents. First or second gym was a grass fire gym, and the first thing he did was set up Sunny Day for 1 turn solar beam everything. And me and my friend we were nuzlocking the game. I'm not going to explain what Soul Linking is right now, but I sent out my Baltoy because I had a Baltoy. And I Cosmic Power 3 times. Whatever boost defense. I like set up and was just tanking solar beams, and he literally carried me. And I loved Baltoy ever since. He gets a 7. Claydol gets a 4. I don't care about Claydol. Lileep also gets a 4. Cradily is kind of cool. I give him a 5. Anorith gets a 3. Armaldo gets a 4. Phoebus. It's like Magikarp. I like Phoebus. He gets a 6. Milotic is like Gyarados, except for I never used it ever. I give Milotic 7. Castform, I like Castform. I used to use him, but then he was bad, so I stopped using him. I like Castform though. I give him a 6. Kecleon is just worse Smeargle, not for any reason, just because he's the random normal type that no one cares about. Shuppet is kind of cool. I mean, I give him a 5. Banette is pretty cool. I mean, Mega Banette is terrifying, so Banette gets a 6. I like Duskull because he looks like a monster from like Legend of Zelda. I give Duskull a 5. Dusclops is cool. I mean, Eviolite Dusclops is better than Dusknoir apparently, so that's pretty funny. I give him a 6. Tropius, I like Tropius. I had a Pokemon card of him that would like the Pokemon card itself wasn't cool, but like I remember using it in a deck. He's cool. I like Tropius. I give him a 6. Chimecho shouldn't exist, honestly. 3. Absol's pretty cool. I mean, I think it's kind of overrated because he doesn't really do anything. 5. Why Not is Wobbuffet, but worse. 4. Snorunt. Also 4, I don't care about him. Glalie is cool. He gets a 6. I like Glalie. Like, Mega Glalie is pretty scary. It's just a giant, wide open mouth. Seal is just Seal, but obese and not the same at all. But I don't really like Seal that much. He gets a 3. Celio. Celio's alright. He gets a 4. Walrein is terrifying because he seems like he's really strong. So whenever I see him in Nuzlocke, I'm scared for my life because his stats are crazy. Or, I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. He's just scary to me. Would I give Celio a 5? He also gets a 5. Clamperl gets a 3 because I don't care about Clamperl. Huntail gets a 4 because I don't care about Huntail, but at least he's a Pokemon who can do something. Same with Gorbis. Gets a 4. Relicanth is cool. I like Relicanth. Relicanth gets a 5. I hate Love Disc so much. Stupid heart Pokemon. Don't care about it. He gets a 1. I was playing a Nuzlocke where all the Pokemon were random. It was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and the shiny Gyarados was randomized into something shiny. And it was a shiny Love Disc. I was so mildly annoyed. I wasn't mad, but, you know, it was a disappointment because I could have had a cool shiny, but no, it was a stupid Love Disc. And I hate Love Disc, and it gets a 1 because it shouldn't exist. Bagon's cool. He gets a 5. Shelgon gets a 4 because it's stupid looking. Salamence is a cool pseudo-legendary. I like Salamence. He gets a 7. Beldum is cool. He's cool to find in Nuzlocke, but then I don't use him because he's weak. He's a steel type, but that's it, basically. He gets a 4. Metang gets a 4 as well. But Metagross, on the other hand, I love Metagross. He's so cool. And he was in Smash Bros. Brawl too. He stomped on the floor. He's a pseudo-legendary, I think, and he's not a dragon type, so that's also cool. He gets an 8. Regirock. I'm gonna give them all 5. Regirock, Registeel, Regice, they all get a 5. I like them, I guess, but I wouldn't really use them. I wouldn't put them in 4 because I don't care about them. I give them 5. Registeel is probably my favorite one. Latios is cool. 6. Latios is cooler. 7. Alright. Kyogre. I love Kyogre, man. He gets a 7 as well. Groudon is better, but to be honest, they're kind of the same. They're both a 7 to me. Groudon versus Kyogre rap battle. That was my jam when I was like 8 years old. Rayquaza. Instant 9. Coolest legendary, probably. I don't know if it's my favorite. It probably is, but I like Rayquaza. He gets a 9. And I had a shiny Rayquaza card. I have 2. I have a big one and a small one. Jirachi had a cool movie where Groudon turned into a zombie. Or it was like not Groudon, but a fake Groudon. I don't know. Jirachi's cool. He gets a 6. Deoxys is also cool. I remember watching the movie, and he gets blasted by Rayquaza, like right in the face. And he dies. I give him an 8. I like him more than I like him more than Groudon, Kyogre. And also it's funny because in the books, he kidnaps the girl's parents. And that will do it for Gen 3. That's the last one. Crazy. On to Generation 4. Sorry, Gen 4 fans. Turtwig is cool. I like Turtwig. Not that much, but he's alright. I give him a 5. Grotle. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Grotle. I forgot his name was weird. Anyways, he gets a 4. Torterra is cool. I like Torterra. He gets a 6. Chimchar and Monferno are kind of just whatever. They kind of remind me of like Abu from Aladdin. I give him a 5. Infernape's cool. I mean, he's another firefighting type, but I give him a 6 as well, because, I mean, they're both good. I like him and Torterra. Piplup. Dawn had a Piplup. 4. Prinplup looks stupid. He'd be a 3. I hate Empoleon. He is stupid to me. Mostly because he's a steel type, weak to both Torterra's types, which whatever. But then steel is also weak to fighting, so he's also weak to Infernape. Very stupid. 4. Starly. Worse Pidgey, he gets a 4. Staravia he looks stupid. 3. Staraptor is terrifying. 5. Bidoof is funny because he's a Bidoof. 5. Barrel is actually surprisingly good. He also gets a 5. Kricketot, 2. I hate Kricketot. Kricketune gets a 3. Shinx alright. 4. Luxio, 5. Luxray, 6. Budu gets a 2. I hate Budu. Roserade gets the same thing Roselia got. Cranidos, lame fossil Pokemon. I'll give it a 5, I guess. Rampardos looks 4. Shieldon is okay looking, I guess. I would give it like a 4. Bastiodon, I would also give a 4. I don't know. They both are like whatever. Gen 4 fossils are horrible. Burmy, 3. Wormadam, 3. Mothim, 4 because it doesn't look like Burmy still. Combi gets a 3. Vespiquen gets a 4 because it's kind of cool. Pachirisu is a very lame Pikachu clone. I guess it's a squirrel. Yeah. 3. Weasel, I like Weasel. He's alright. 5. Floatzel, not as much, but still 5. Cherubi is 3. Cherim, also lame. 3. Shellos, I do not care about Shellos either. 3. Gastrodon, 3. Ambipom, give it the same thing that Apom has, because, yeah, they're both lame. Sorry, Gen 4 fans. Drifloon kidnaps children, that's based, 6. Drifblim has Aftermath, which is very annoying, but 5. I like them both, they're alright. Baneri, 4. Lopunny, 1. I like Baneri more. I hate Lopunny because it's furry bait. Mismagius, Misdreavus, whatever Misdreavus got, because they don't care. Honchkrow looks stupid, so give it 1 less than what Murkrow got. Glameow is alright. It's like a cat. I give it a 3. Ugly gets a 2 because it's ugly. Chingling should not exist. 1. Stunky gets a 3. Skuntank gets a 4. Bronzor gets a 4. Bronzong gets a 4. Bonsly, I don't like Bonsly, but he is in Smash Bros. Brawl, and he's you just throw him. It's pretty funny. I give him a 5. Mime Jr. shouldn't exist. 2. Happiny definitely shouldn't exist. 1. Chatot, 2. Spiritomb is kind of cool, but he sucks. He's always so annoying to get for no reason. He gets a 4. Gibble, Dragon Rage, I hate him. But he gets a 5. Gabite gets a 5. Garchomp gets a 7, because obviously Garchomp. Munchlax should not exist, but pretty funny, so he gets a 4. Rielu's cool. 5. Lucario gets an 8. He's in Smash Bros. And he gets a Mega, and he's awesome. Hippopotas, 3. Hippowdon. Hippowdon. 4. Scorupi. I'm a fan of bug Pokemon. I give him a 5. Drapion looks stupid, but he gets a 5. Grogunk gets a 5. He's funny. Toxicroak gets a 6. I had a cool Pokemon card of him growing up, and so I do like Toxicroak. Carnivine is just equally as pointless as Cacturne, so give him whatever Cacturne had. Finian, the most forgettable Pokemon, 3. Luminion, also a 3. Mantike shouldn't really exist. I give it a 2. Snover, give it a 3 because garbage. Abomasnow, I'll give it a 5 because it has a Mega. Even though Abomasnow sucks, I still think he's kind of cool. Weavile gave Sneasel an evolution. Yeah, Weavile I don't care about. I know my friend Mitchell really likes Weavile. I'm sorry, Mitchell. I do not care about Weavile at all. He gets a 4. Magnezone is Magneton's evolution, and I never liked Magnezone. He is stronger than Magneton, obviously, because he evolves from him, so, I would use Magnezone over Magneton, but, I like Magneton more. He gets a 4. I don't like him that much. Licky gets a 3. I don't know what they were thinking. Rhyperior is cool. I didn't like him that much, and I always thought Rhydon didn't need an evolution. As I grew older, I realized that he had holes in his hands, and they look like cannons. So he's kind of cool. I give him a 5. Tangrowth, 3. I like Devier. Same story. When I was little, I used to hate these evolutions. I was like, why do they exist? They're fine without them. But Electivire's cool, and Magmortar's cool. Magmortar gets a 6. Electivire gets a 5, mostly because arm cannons are cool. Togekiss gets 6. Yeah. 6. Yanmega is cooler than Yanma, so 1 more than whatever Yanma has. Leafeon, it's pretty cool evolution. I would never pick it over any of the other ones, but whatever. I give it whatever Vaporeon had. Glaceon's cooler to me, but it's still the same. Give him whatever Leafeon had. Gliscor is definitely cooler than Gligar. I don't care about him still, but he gets a 5. Mamoswine is way cooler than Pillow-Swine, so he gets a 6. I like Mamoswine. Porygon Z, do not care about whatsoever, so he gets a 4. Gallade is just a way cooler form of Gardevoir, or way cooler evolution of Kirlia, so he gets a 7. Any Pokemon with swords on their hands are very cool to me. Probopass, 4. Dusknoir is worse than his pre-evolution, apparently, because Dusclops with an Eviolite is stronger, I guess, which is pretty funny. But I don't know any about that. I know that Dusknoir looks kind of cool, and that he eats people's souls, according to the one Pokedex entry that I read. So that's pretty funny. I give him whatever Dustops had. To me, Frostlass is just worse Glalie, so give Frostlass whatever number is lower than Glalie. Rotom's cool. He gets a 6. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf all get 4s. Who actually cares about those ones? Dialga's cool. He's better than Palkia, but he gets a 6. Palkia gets a 5. Heatran gets a 5. Regigigas gets a 6. Giratina gets a 5. I don't care about Giratina. Sorry, Giratina fans. Cresselia gets a 4. And Fion gets a 2. I don't know why they exist. Manaphy gets a 3 because the original version. Because they had a movie. Darkrai had a movie. Darkrai's cool. I give it a 6. Shaman is useless. Skyform is, I would say, better, but it just looks like a furry drew it. So Shaman gets a 3. Arceus is cool. I like Arceus. 7. Victini had 2 movies, black and white. It's like the games kind of, except for it's a little bit different, but with a movie. But yeah, that wraps up Gen 5. I say a score for Victini. Victini gets a 5. So now we're on to Gen 5, even though Victini was just there, which is random. I guess Victini comes before Snivy in the Pokedex, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Snivy gets a 3. I do not like Snivy, I'm sorry. Servine, also a 3. Superior is cooler, 5. Tepig, I like Tepig, 5. Ignite is so stupid looking, I give him a 3. Emboar, I used to hate Emboar because it was another fighting fire type, and also because he's fat, and I was like, bruh. But whatever, I think Emboar's cool now, so I give him a 6. Oshawott sucks, sorry Dylan, 4. Duat is cooler, I guess, but he's still a 4 to me. Samurot's cool. I give him a 5. Patrat, literally the worst starting route Pokemon ever. Probably 3. Watchog, annoying, 3. I give Lillipup 5, Herdier 5, and Stoutland 6. Purloin gets a 4. Liper gets a 4. Pansage gets a 3. Simisage gets a 3. Vampire, all 6 monkeys get 3s. I hate them all. Muna gets a 4. Musharna gets a 4. Pidove, I don't mind Pidove as a starting bird Pokemon, but Pidove himself, 4. Tranquil, 4. Unpheasant, 3. I hate Unpheasant. They ruined it. Blitzel, his moveset sucks when you actually use him and he learns Flame Charge for some reason. But I did have a funny Pokemon card of him, and I called him Snap Neck Blitzel because it looked like his neck was snapped. Blitzel, alright, I give him a 5. Step Strike is cool, so 6. Roggenrola, I like Roggenrola, 5. Boldora, also 5. Gigalith gets a 7. I love Gigalith, and I like shiny Gigalith. Woobat gets a 3, sucks. Swoobat gets a 2. Drillbur gets a 4. Excadrill gets a 6. I remember loving Excadrill when I watched Black and White when I was little. Audino is just worse. Chansey gets a Mega Evolution for some reason. 3. Timber, 5. Girder, 5. Conkeldurr, 6. I like fighting types. The Temple line all gets 5. Okay. Temple and Toad get 5, Palpitoad get 4, because Palpitoad looks stupid. Throw and Sock are the same thing. Sock is better, but they both get a 5. No, they both get 4. They don't matter. Swaddle gets a 4. Swadloon gets a 3. Leavanny gets a 3 as well. I don't like them. Venipede gets a 5. Whirlipede gets a 7. I love Whirlipede. Scolipede is also very cool, so he also gets a 7. Cottony gets a 4. Don't care about him. Whimsicott gets a 4 as well. Petilo gets a 3 because he's lame. Lilligant gets a 3. Basculin, 3. Such a lame, like, fish. Sandile gets 4. Don't care about Sandile. Krokorok gets also 4. Crocodile, I also do not care about, but I do acknowledge that it's a good Pokemon. Therefore, I'll give it a 5. Darmok is a funny little, like, egg. 4. Darmaka, I like Darmaka. He's like funny monkey. He gets a 5. Maractus is useless as Cacturne and Carnivine, so give him whatever they got. Dwebble gets, I like Dwebble. Dwebble gets a 4. No, Dwebble gets a 5. Crustle also gets a 5. Scraggy gets a 4. I do not care about Scraggy. Scrafty is a little better. Scrafty gets a 5. Sigilyph gets a 4. Yamask gets a 5. I like Yamask. Cofagrigus also gets a 5. Tortuga, I literally forget exists. For 3. Terracosta, I forget exists more, so also 3. Arcan is cool. 4. Archeops is cooler, 6. Trubbish, a lot of people hate Trubbish, but I like Trubbish. I give him a 5. Garbodor is cool. He shoots acid out of his finger holes, so he gets a 5 as well. Zorua, I don't care about Zorua. 4. Zoroark, I care about even less because it looks like a furry, so 3. Sorry. Minccino, forgettable, 3. Gothita, ugly, 3. Gothorita, 3. Gothitelle, 5. Solosis is cool, 5. Duosion is lame, 4. Runiclus gets a 6. I like Runic. Ducklet gets a 3. Stupid. Swanna gets a 4. Lame. Vanillite, a lot of people hate him, this line, because it's just ice cream. And I say fair enough. They all get 3s. Deerling, I forget Sazbug exists. Deerling gets a 4 and Sazbug gets a 3. Emolga is a Pikachu clone, but a little cooler Pikachu clone, so give him whatever Pikachu got. Carablast looks stupid, 3. Cavalier gets a 5 because he's cool. Fungus, 4 because he's just a Voltorb clone. Among Us gets 4 as well. Furlish, I do think he's kind of cool. I have a 5. Jellicent looks stupid. He looks like Pringles. I give him a 4. Alomomola is just love this again. I don't know why they made him. Goodness, his health stat is so high. So bad. So bad. What a bad Pokemon. He gets a 2. I love Joltik, like a little spider. I don't know why I like spiders on Pokemon, but I hate spiders. I just hate bugs in real life, but I like Pokemon that are bugs. Gets a 6. I love Joltik. Galvantula gets a 7. I love Galvantula. Ferroseed gets a 2. He shouldn't exist. Ferrothorn gets a 4. Clink, Clang, and Klinklang all get 4s. Tynamo gets a 3 because I don't remember him existing. Electric gets a 3. Electros gets a 4. Oh no, Electros gets a 5 because he's cool. LGM is an alien, and I remember watching that in the show and thinking it was a big deal, and then I never saw him again. He gets a 3. Same with Behem, gets a 3. Litwick is cool. He gets a 5. Lampent gets a 5 as well. Chandelure is cool. I like a Chandelure. He gets a 7. Axew, 4. Fracture, 4. Haxorus, 6. Cubchoo gets a 3. It's Teddy Ursa and that one dude from Wind Waker mixed together. That's what Cubchoo is. Airtake is just Ursaring, but a polar bear, which I guess is whatever. Give him whatever Ursaring got. Cryogonal looks cool. If only he wasn't so bad. Okay, never mind. He's not that bad, but he do just die. But I like the Cryogonal ninja guy. He's pretty cool. Cryogonal gets a 5. Shelmet is stupid because he has to evolve stupidly, but 3. Excelgor is cool because he was a ninja, but he's not as cool as a Scavalier. So, 1 under a Scavalier. Stunfisk is stupid. 3. Mindfu, very forgettable. I always forget what Mindfu exists. It's a 4. Mindshao looks stupid to me. He gets 3. Druddigon is cool. He gets a 5. He looks like Legos. Golett, I love Golett. No, I don't really care about Golett. Golett gets a 5. He's cool enough. Golurk, on the other hand, gets a 7. I love Golurk. No, Golurk gets an 8. I love Golurk, man. He's just a giant robot, and he flies. Ponyard. I like Ponyard too. He has sword for hands. That means he's cool. He gets a 7. I really like Ponyard. Bisharp, I think, is kind of not as cool because he doesn't have like sword hands anymore because they added a thumb. But he is cooler than Ponyard, so he gets an 8. Bouffalante is just Where's Tauros? But he has an afro. Or 3. Rufflet is the bird. Yeah, he exists. That is for sure. 4. Braviary's cool. I give him a 5, mostly because I haven't used him, so I don't really care about him. I do like him though, but it's like he evolves at like level 50. He evolves at level 54. Like, who would ever use a Rufflet for that long? Volibee is stupid looking. I don't care about Volibee. He gets a 2. Mandibuzz, I also don't care about. He gets a 3. Heatmore, I used to have a cool Pokemon card. Well, it wasn't really cool, but I remember using it a lot. 5. Durant, same thing, 5. Dino's cool. He gets a 5. Zwellius is double-headed. That's cool. He also gets a 5. Hydreigon gets a 6. No, Hydreigon gets a 7 because Hydreigon is cool. Even though I'll never use a Hydreigon in my life. Larvesta gets a 5. Volcarona gets a 7. I like Volcarona. Cobalion. Oh my gosh. All these people. Cobalion, Terrakion, Verizon. They all get 3s, bro. What even was that movie? Tornadus was always my favorite genie. It's only because I had one Pokemon card of him when I was very little and I thought it was super crazy special. I don't know why. I like him. He gets a 5. Thundurus, I don't care about. He gets a 4. Where is Landorus? Reshiram is next. Reshiram's cool. 7. Zekrom's cooler. 8. Oh, there's Landorus. He's after for some reason. Give him whatever I gave Thundurus. They're the same to me. Their Etherean forms don't change my opinion. Kyurem gets like a 4. I never cared about Kyurem, and he was super lame in that one movie. Keldeo, 4. Meloetta is very lame, and her form looks stupid. 4. Genesect is cool. He's like a little alien bug. Too bad the movie is horrible. 5. There we go. Done with Gen 5. Gen 5 is good. They have a lot of Pokemon for some reason. Time to talk about Gen 6. Chespin, the spiny nut Pokemon. I like Chespin. I mean, he gets a 5. Quilladin gets a 3. I don't know why he has to look like that. Chestnut also gets a 5. I like him as much as Chespin. I mean, he's pretty cool. I mean, he's a bad fighting type, but whatever. Fennekin itself, I don't mind. It's also like a 5. Braixen is furry bait, 3. And then Delphox, I don't really care about. I know it looks weird and nobody likes it, but it's a fire psychic type. That's kind of cool, I guess. 4. Froakie gets a 5. Frogadier gets a 4, and Greninja gets a 6 because Greninja is cool. Bunnelby is lame, to put it simply. 3. Diggerby is also 3. Fletchling is cool. I like Fletchling. 5. Fletchinder gets a 5, and Talonflame gets a 6. Scatterbug gets a 2. Pupa gets a 2. Vivian gets a whatever Butterfree he had. All the butterfly Pokemon are the same. Litleo gets a 3. Pyroar gets a 3. Flabebe gets a 4. Floa gets a 4. Florges gets a 4. Skittle gets a 4. Go-Go gets a 5 because Go-Go's cool. Pancham, fighting type I like, but I never really cared for Pancham. I'm a 5. He's alright. Pangoro looks very cool. Never really used him though, but I'll give him a 5 as well. Furfrou gets a 2. He shouldn't exist. Esper, kind of creepy, kind of just has soulless eyes. 4, I like Esper enough. Meowstic gets a 4, male and female, don't care about them, they're the same thing. Honedge gets a 5, I love Honedge. Doublade also gets a 5 because it's kind of same. Aegislash gets a 7 because Aegislash is very cool. Spritzy gets a 3, Aromatisse gets a 2, Relic gets a 3, Slurpuff gets a 3. Slurpuff isn't as bad as Aromatisse, but they're still just so lame. NK gets a 4 because James had him. That's the only thing saving him. Malamar gets a 4 because he's literally just pure evil, which is pretty funny. Binacle gets a 4 because... No, Binacle gets a 3. I don't like Binacle that much. Barbarical gets a 5 because he's pretty cool. Scrub gets a 3. Dragalge's alright. I give him a 5. Clauncher, 4. Butzer, 5. Helioptile gets a 4 because whatever. And Helios gets a 5. Tyrunt is a cool fossil Pokemon because he's just a T-Rex. You can't go wrong. 5. Tyrantrum, 6. Amora is lame. 4. Aurorus is pretty cool. It's like another dinosaur, which you can't go wrong. 5. Sylveon. You know, I used to like Sylveon because I thought it was like a cool like Pokemon. And then I used a Sylveon and wow, it is so bad. So I do not like Sylveon. And it has a certain color scheme that I don't like. Hawlucha, fighting flying type, very cool. Never cared about Hawlucha, never had one, but it is like a little wrestler guy, so it's pretty cool. I give him a 6. Dedenne is the very lame Pikachu clone. I give him a 3. Carbink should not exist. 3. Gumi, overrated in my opinion. I don't really care about the whole Gumi line. I give Gumi a 4. Sliggoo a 4. Goodra a 4. Yeah, they're so lame. Klefki, 5. I like Klefki for some reason, even though it's just it's just a keychain. Phantom, I don't really care about Phantom, but it's like a little cool ghost thing, but since it is a dead children, pretty cool. I give it a 5. Trevenant is cool. I like him. 6. Pumpkaboo is stupid looking. I give him a 3. Gourgeist, 3. Bergmite's pretty cool. I like Bergmite just because Bergmite looks like how he does. He's alright in my book. 6. Avalugg, on the other hand, gets a 5. Noibat gets a 5. Noivern's really cool. He gets a 6. Xerneas gets a... I don't know. I had Pokemon X, and I got Xerneas, but he was super lame. I never cared. So, I mean, but he's cooler, I guess. So, I give him a 5. Yveltal. Yveltal? Eviltal? Yveltal? However you say it. He is definitely cooler than Xerneas. He's just a cool legendary. He looks like a legendary. I give him a 7. Zygarde, 6, because he's not that cool. Well, actually, no, I moved Zygarde. I like Zygarde about as much as I do Yveltal because of his 100% form is a transformer. Diancie, shouldn't exist, movie was cringe, 3. Hoopa, shouldn't exist, movie was cringe, 3. No, I give Hoopa a 4. That was for you, Dylan. Volcanion, fire water type. Also, movie cringe, 3. I don't like Volcanion. And that's all of Gen 6. On to Gen 7, Sun and Moon. Rowlet is a very good starter. Give him a 7. Dartrix gets a 6. I still like him. I still like how he looks. Yeah, he's definitely middle form. Decidueye is very cool. I give him an 8. I give him an 8 because he is very cool to me. Litten is a cat, and cats are cringe. Sorry. I'm just joking. Litten gets a 6. He's alright. Torracat gets a 6. Incineroar also gets a 6. I don't care that much. I don't like him really more. I think he's a good Pokemon, and I like Incineroar, but like I don't care. Smash Bros didn't make me like him more. Popplio gets a 6. No, Popplio gets a 5. Not even. Popplio gets a 4. I really don't care about Popplio. Wow. Like, at least Rowlet and Litten are cool, kind of. Popplio is just a circus seal, I guess. I don't like Popplio. 5. Brionne gets a 6. I like Brionne better than Popplio, mostly because I think it's just a good middle evolution. Primarina, I think it deserves the 7 spot. I think Primarina is pretty cool in terms of, like, it do be a mermaid, but it doesn't look like a human, you know? Like, it's not furry bait, and I'm glad. Pickapek is kind of like Fletchinder. They're kind of similar. They get the same number. Trumbeak gets a 4. I do not care about Trumbeak. Toucanon, I like Toucanon. Even though he showed up in Sun and Moon and never showed up again, he gets a 6. Yungoos, he gets a 4. No, actually, Yungoos gets a 3. He was super lame. Gumshoos gets a 3 because he was also super lame, even though he looks like Donald Trump. Grubbin, I did not care about Grubbin. He also gets... No, he gets a 4. Charjabug gets a 5 because he looks like a school bus. Vikavolt, I like Vikavolt. He gets a 6 because he looks cool. That's it. I've never used a Vikavolt. I have no attachments to Vikavolt. And he's slow for some reason, which is lame, but whatever. Crabrawler, 3. Crabominable, 3. Oricorio, 2. I don't like Oricorio. I would never use an Oricorio ever. They don't evolve. They're super lame. I don't know. They get a 2. I don't like them. Cutiefly, more like dumb. Got him. 4. Ribombee is kind of cool looking. I like the little scarf. He also gets a 4. Rockruff's cool. I like dogs. 5. Lycanroc's cool. I like dogs. 6. Dusk form is just the midday form, but orange. And then midnight form is kind of, looks like a furry druid, honestly, but still gets a 6. Wishiwashi grew on me so hard. I love Wishiwashi when I played Sun and Moon, and then I had it in Sword and Shield. I just love Wishiwashi. Good Pokemon. 8. Marini. I do not care about this guy at all. 4. Toxapex is cool. 6. Mudbray. Mudbray is a donkey. That's about as much as I can say about him. 4. Mudsdale has stamina. That's as much as I could say about him. So he's kind of cool. 6. Dewpider is lame, and he looks stupid to me. I give him a 4. Araquanid is very cool looking. For some reason, I like spider Pokemon. He gets a 6 because he's cool. Fomantis, 3. I don't like him. No explanation. Lurantis gets a 5 because I forgot why I used to like him. Oh, probably because contrary. Morlul gets a 3 because I forget he exists. Shiinotic looks terrifying. I'll give him a 5. He's cool. Salandit, same story as Lombre, funny enough. I had one on my team for the entirety of Sun and Moon because I did not know when he was going to evolve. Because it was male. I like Salandit. Give him a 6. I do not like Salazzle. Those eyes are creeping me out. He gets a 5. Or she gets a 5, sorry. Stuffle is alright. Looks like a Build-A-Bear, which is doing great in the stock market, by the way. I give him a 5. Beware is funny to me. He hugs people to death. And he's a fighting type, and I like fighting types, so he gets a 6. Bounsweet, useless Pokemon, 3. Steenie looks like a grass Kirlia, and I hate Kirlia, so give it whatever I got Kirlia. Serena, I don't really like Serena that much, but I do acknowledge its kicks. Its kick move, feet stamp, or whatever. What was it? What's his signature move? I don't know. Serena had a signature move, and I know Serena is good. Serena gets a 5. Comfey gets a 2. It's a lay, and I forgot it existed. Like, I literally forgot it existed. Like, that's bad. Oranguru is a monkey, which usually whatever, but it's just so forgettable, and I don't care about him at all. 3. Passimium, same thing. At least he's a fighting type, but still 3. Wimpod is cool. I like the way he like scurries away in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I give him a 5. Golisopod is very cool looking. He gets a 7. I guess his ability is annoying, but it is good enough, I guess. Yeah, he gets a 7. Sandygast is kind of cool. He's like a little sand. I give Sandygast a 5. Palossand also gets a 5. I mean, I'm not really attached to them at all, but I do remember them, and I do like them, so they're cool. Pyukumuku gets a 3. I don't know what the point of him is. I guess he has a giant hand, which is funny, but I don't like the trend of the weird little things on the ground. Type Null I didn't even know was a legendary, and I forgot about him. He gets a 4. Savali looks worse than Type Null. I give it a 3. Minior is cool. I like how he looks, and I forgot he existed, but he is cool, and I wish he came back. I give him a 5. Komala is dumb. 3. Turtonator. He's kind of cool, I guess, but I don't really care about him at all, so he gets a 4. Togedemaru is a super lame Pikachu clone, mostly because he's obese, and I don't like fat people. 3 out of 10. Mimikyu. Mimikyu's super popular, and I remember liking its little battle in Sun and Moon, but past that, I never cared about him at all, so he gets a 5. Bruxish. The ugliest Pokemon I have ever seen. 2. Drampa. Drampa is basically the same as like a Rangaroo situation. I just don't care about him at all, so whatever they got. Delmise. Pretty cool. I like Delmise. I mean, he's cool enough. 5. Jangmo-O. 4. Don't care about him. Hakamoto, though. That's a cool name. But other than that, he also gets a 4. Kamo-O. He gets a 5. I would give him a 6. I don't know. I don't care about him. But he is a dragon fighting type, and I think that's pretty cool, but other than that, like, I don't know. So like 5. Tapu Koko, he gets a bias because he was at the beginning of the show and he was at the beginning of the game, so I didn't even know the other ones existed even when I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon. But Tapu Koko's cool. He gets a 6. Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini. Okay, Tapu Fini gets a 5, but the rest get 4. It's only because my friend had a Pokemon card of them, and he would beat the crap out of me with that stupid Tapu Fini. Cosmog. I don't like Cosmog. I give Cosmog a 3. He's so lame. Cosmoem is even less. Like, Cosmoem gets a 2. He was in the game for 3 seconds, and they changed again. Sagaleo gets a 6. He's cool. Lunala gets a 5. He's not as cool. Nihilego, the jellyfish, gets a 6. I think it's cool because I had a Pokemon card of them. Not in real life, but on the online trading card game, yeah. Buzzwole is very cool. I like Buzzwole. He's just ripped, and he's a mosquito. Buzzwole gets a 7. I love Buzzwole. Pheromosa didn't know existed because I never saw her in the game, and also it looks like it's supposed to be a cockroach. I hate cockroaches. 3. Xurkitree looks cool. I like Xurkitree. It's kind of scary. I give him a 6. Celesteela, other than it being the heaviest Pokemon, I don't really know anything else about it, so it gets a 5. Kartana, I did not know. I literally did not know existed until I played Pokemon Showdown. Kind of cool. I guess it's like paper. I'll get a 5 as well. Guzzlord is hilarious. He eats everything. It's literally my friend. Guzzlord gets a 6 as well. I like Guzzlord. Necrozma. I never played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, so I don't care about Necrozma. Any Necrozma form, I don't care. I never played that game. Whatever. I know he gets strong, but that's about it. He gets a 5. Magearna movie shouldn't exist. I think Zygarde went like, wait. Sun and Moon. Didn't Magearna share a movie with Volcanion? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Yeah, Magearna did share a movie with Volcanion. I thought Volcanion shared a movie with Deontay. That's random. They're a whole generation apart. But anyways, Magearna is lame, and that movie was lame. And Zygarde went 100% mode, which is pretty cool. But other than that, super lame. I watched it a long time ago. Magearna gets a 3. Shouldn't exist. Marshadow's kind of cool. That movie was kind of weird because Pikachu talked. But Ghost Fighting type is pretty cool. 6 out of 10. Poipole. Never knew Poipole existed. And I don't care about Poipole, so 3. Naganadel is kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I give him a 5. Like Beedrill, but on crack. Stakataka is funny. I like Stakataka. 6. Blacephalon looks like... He looks goofy, but he does have a cool name, Blacephalon. And he's a fire ghost. I give him a 5. I give him a 7. He's like a Circuitry, did he have a 7? I don't know. Give him whatever Circuitry got. Zeraora is like Electric Lucario, but he looks like furry bait to me. I don't like him. 3. Meltan, Pokemon Go, so instantly a 2. Melmetal, 2. And we're done with Generation 7. Time for Pokemon Sword and Shield. First up is Grookey. Grookey is okay. I give him a 5. Thwackey, I give him a 5 as well. Rillaboom, I don't like Rillaboom. He gets a 3. Scorbunny, I give Scorbunny a 6. I think I like him better than Grookey. He's just like a happy little bunny. He's running around. Raboot, 9. He's a ninja. He's literally the best Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Cinderace. Cinderace is just furry bait, bruh. 1. Such a disappointment. Went from Raboot to Cinderace. I was so sad. Such a letdown. I hate Cinderace. Sobble, he's alright. Give him a 5. Drizzile is very stupid looking. I give him a 4. Inteleon, I hate Inteleon. He looks like furry bait too. Mostly because of those eyes. I don't know. It just looks like something a furry would draw, bro. I hate Inteleon so much. 3. Squirvet, I hate Squirvet. 2. Greedent shouldn't exist. 2. Rookidee is kind of cool. I give him a 5. Corvisquire, 6. Corviknight, 7. That's an actually good line. Blickbug, Blipbug is stupid looking, 4. Or Dottler is also a 4. Orbeetle is pretty cool. I give him a 5. Nickit, 3. Beevil, 2. Gossifleur, 2. Eldegoss, 3. Wooloo, 5. Double is 6. Suinig, I like Suinig. I mean, Choodle. It's I give him a 5. Dreadnought's cool. I like Dreadnought. 6. Yamper gets a 5. I like Yamper. I hate Bolton. Looks like a furry. 3. Roly-Poly, I love Roly-Poly. 7. Carkol looks retarded. 3. Colossal looks stupid as well, but better, so 4. Applin is a funny apple. I give it a 5. Flapple, 6. Appleton, 5 again. Silicobra, 3. Sandaconda is better, 5. No, Sandaconda gets a 4. Cramorant is funny bird, shoots fish, 6. Aracuda is funny fish getting shoot by bird, 5. Barracuda is also a 5. They're alright. Toxel gets a 5. Toxtricity is better than Toxel, so 6. But I like High Tempo better. I mean, amped form. I don't know why I said High Tempo, but that sounds cooler. Sizzlipede, 5. I like Sizzlipede. Centiskorch is cooler, so 6. Clobopus, 3. Grapploct gets a 5. Sinistea sucks. I hate Sinistea. 3. Poltergeist I hate more than Sinistea, so 2. Hatena, I don't like Hatena, so 3. Hatchrim also gets 3, and then Hatterene gets a 4, I guess, because it's a psychic fairy type. It's fully evolved. It's basically just Gardevoir again. Impidimp, funny little guy. I don't care about him though. He gets a 4. Morgrim also gets a 4, and Grimmsnarl gets a 5. That's about it. I like his Gigantamax form. He's turns into a Power Ranger villain. Obstagoon, I hate Obstagoon too. Berserker gets whatever Meowth gets. Cursula, kind of cool. He gets a 5. Sirfetch'd is cool. He has a sword and a shield. I give him a 6 out of 10, even though the way he evolves is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Mr. Rhyme, same thing as Mr. Mime, except for give him one more than whatever Mr. Mime has, because he's better than Mr. Mime. Runigregus, one more than Cofagrigus, because Runigregus is cooler than Cofagrigus. I don't like Milcery. I don't know. I like that little ball that jumps up off of its thing, but other than that, useless. 3. Alcremie. I also hate Alcremie. I just don't. I don't like Alcremie. Also a 3. Phalanx. I love Phalanx. 7. It's just funny to me. It's like 5 Pokemon, but they're just 1. Pinsirchin. I hate Pinsirchin. I hate Kyukumuku. They're the same thing. Why they're the same thing? They both have the same number. Snom gets a 5. I know Snom is also the same exact thing as Pinsirchin and Pyukumuku, but Snom is funnier though, so he gets a pass. And then Frostmoth gets a 6 because I like Frostmoth, even though it is the definition of a glass cannon. I love Stonejourner. 7. He's got big legs. Ice Cube gets a 3. That's stupid. Indeedee, a worse version of Audino, who is a worse version of Chansey. So 1. Morpeko is a very lame Pikachu clone. 3. Cufant, I hate Cufant. 2. I hate Capraja. 3. Dracozole, Arctozolt, Dracovish, and Arctovish. They're all the 5 because I don't really care about them, but I do think they're cool, and I do think it's a cool idea. Duraludon is very cool. 7. Dreepy is also cool. 6. Dracloak, 5. Dragapult is a 6. Dragapult and Dreepy are I like them the same amount. Zacian, Zamazenta, both of them are 4. Eternatus looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh! And I like me some Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a lie. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! He gets a 7. Kubfu gets a 4, because I never played Isle of Armor, or whatever it was called, so my bad. Urshifu, Single Strike and Rapid Strike, they both look cool, so I give them a 6. Zarude, Sandstorm. I don't care about him at all. He had a movie I didn't watch. That's about it. So he didn't look like a legendary. He's super lame. I give him a 4. Regieleki, I love Regieleki. Wait, Regieleki has 200 speed. What is that? Okay, well, Regieleki is a 7 because I like Regieleki. It's a fun name to say. Regidrago has 200 health. Oh my gosh. He's a 6. He's cool. He's like a little Charizard skull on his head. Glaciarier and Spectrarier. Spectrarier gets like a 4. I don't like. No, Spectrarier gets a 3. I don't like how he looks. But Glaciarier looks cool. So he gets a 5. I like Glaciarier. Calyrex, the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He gets a 2. Not even. He gets a 1. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. And we're done with Gen 8. Or we're not done with Gen 8. Legends Arceus is not Gen 9, I guess. Weirdeer. This is the first Legends Arceus Pokemon, Weirdeer. It just looks like Standler, but white. Super lame, kind of. I mean, I like it because it made me go faster in that game. So give it 1 more than whatever I gave Stantler. Kleavor is so stupid. Scyther is so cool, and Kleavor looks like an idiot. I give him a 3. Ursaluna looks dumb as well, so 4. Basket Legion, I didn't really like how he looked, but I mean, whatever. So give him the same thing the Basculin has. Sneasler looks fine, I guess, in 2D, but in 3D, I saw that thing in the game. Oh my gosh, that thing looks horrible. I do not like Sneasler. I give it a 3. Overquill. I like Overquill. I never knew his name until just now, but Quillfish evolution, it's pretty funny to me. I give it a 5. Namorous is so stupid. They should have never gave him a genie form. They never oh my gosh. Yeah, no, so stupid. He turned into a turtle. I do not like, what's his name? Enamorous. Dumbest thing. 2. Now we're on to Gen 9. I just realized I never did any regional forms, which for the most part I don't really care about regional forms. Most of the time they're just worse than the regular one. Alolan Raichu is kind of cool, I guess. That's it. I literally can't. If I can't think of it, they're probably not that cool. Think of it this way: the cool regional forms I like, and the bad regional forms I don't like. I'm not gonna go over them. Sprigatito. Just a cat. It's like Litten. I give it a 5. It's okay. Florigato. It's kind of stupid. They stand on 2 legs. I give it a 3. Meowscarada. Furry bait 2. Fuecoco. I like Fuecoco. He's funny. He's a funny guy. I give him a 6. Crocodile looks stupid to me. He gets a 4. I don't like him. Skeledirge. Skeledirge gets a 6. I like Skeledirge. He's cool. I like his move. Quaxley. Oh my gosh. I picked Quaxley. Worst mistake of my life. Quaxley gets a 4 because he's lame. Quaxwell gets a 3 and Quaquaval gets a 1. I hate Quaquaval. Freaking Quaquaval is so gay. Like, I hate furry bait Pokemon, but I'd rather pick Meowscarada over Quaquaval. Lechonk. Funny pig with a Reddit name. 5. No, 4. I don't care about him. Mike Alone 3. Looks stupid. Tarantula. I like Tarantula. I give him a 5. I thought he was pretty cool. Spidops 4. Only if it was stronger, I would have liked him more. Nimble. I like Nimble. He's cool. I give him a 6. Low kicks, 7. He's very cool. He does backflips. I mean, front flips, and he has like little barbed wire feet. I don't know, but it's cool. Pommy, Pomo, and Pomot are so lame. Such a letdown for the first electric fighting type. Oh my gosh. Like, Pommy was fine. I was like, oh, cool, little Pikachu clone. Then whatever, I'll have it on my team. Pommy gets a 4. It evolved into Pomo, which was like a little like standing version. I thought it was super lame, so whatever. 3. Pomot barely changed. 3 again. So lame. And it's not even good. It's not even a good freaking fighting type. It barely learns any fighting moves. It learns arm thrust and close combat. And it doesn't even learn close combat till 44. It's so stupid. What a lame Pokemon. So lame. So disappointed. Tandem Mouse, I give it a 4. Mousehold has Population Bomb. That's pretty funny to me. 4 still. Fido gets a 5. I like Fido. Dash Bun also gets a 5 because it has the ability Well-Baked Body. It's just funny to me. Smoliv, Reddit name, very cringe. I don't care about Smoliv at all. 3. Dolliv, I get a 4. It looks better. Arboliva, I like it. It looks good. It's a grass normal type, which sucks, but I mean, I'll give it a 5. Guacabilly is just Chad Hot again. Very cringe, so 3. Nacli, it's Sodi. That was what I named mine. It's the best. It's one of the best Pokemon in that game. I love this line. Nacli will always be Sodi to me. 7. Knucklestack gets a 6. I don't like it that much, but it does look like something from Minecraft, which is pretty funny. Garganacl gets an 8. I love Garganacl. I was so glad it wasn't another like Carkol situation where I thought it was gonna end horribly, but it ended great. Charcadet is cool. 6. Armarouge. I didn't like Armarouge at all. Like I used to like Ceruledge more, but then I learned that Armarouge makes its hands into cannons, and that's the coolest thing to me. So he gets a 7. Ceruledge. It grew off. I grew off Cerulege. I thought he was cooler, but after using him in game, like Bitter Blade is kind of stupid, broken, but I literally don't care about him anymore. He's a 6. I like Armor Rouge better now. Tadbulb is funny. Give him a 5. Belly Bolt, I like him less. Give him a 4. Watchroll is like Talo, but he's like an electric type. I give him a 5. Kilowattrel, I don't like him that much. It's like Swallow, but I give him a 5 as well. They're about the same to me. I literally did not see a Mastiff the entire time I played Pokemon Violet. Mastiff gets a 4. Mabostiff grew on me only because the one guy had it, and he was like the best character in the game. Arvin. Mabostiff gets a 5. Shoba, Strudel, I guess is like a little rat thingy? I don't know. All I know is that his 2 buck teeth I thought was a tongue, and I still think it's a tongue. Can't tell me otherwise. But I did have one on my team when I played that game, and I named him Shoba. But I like him. He's fun. He had Metronome, so it made him good. So he gets a 6. Grafai, he also gets a 6. It's still Shoba to me. Bramblin, I like Bramblin, how he looks, but he's just so weak. And so is Bramblegast. They're both just so bad. But I do like how they look, so I give him a 5. Actually, no, I give Bramblegast a 5. I give Bramblegast a 4. But Bramblin I like better, so I give him a 5. Toad's Cool is pretty funny looking. He gets a 5. Toad's Cruel gets a 5 as well, because they're kind of the same to me. I didn't really see him that much. Cloth is a funny crab, and there was a big one. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I like him. He's cool. He gets a 6. Capsicid, very lame. 3. Scovillian is cool. Or Scovillain, sorry, not Scovillian. Scovillain, I like Scovillain. I give him a 6. Railor, I did not see him at all either, so he gets a 4 because I like the idea of dung beetle Pokemon. Rapska, I had a Rapska before I ever found a Railor, so Rapska's funny. The dung ball turned into a psychic ball, so that's pretty cool. He gets a 5. Little, I had one, but then I put it away. I don't even know what that is. It's like a tissue Pokemon. It's the frill Pokemon. I don't know what that means, but whatever. 4. Espathra. It's kind of cool. Ostrich Pokemon. It has like the Edna haircut though. And I remember it having a broken move. Or I don't know if it was broken, but I remember it sounding broken. I think it's cool though. I like ostriches. So ostrich Pokemon. That's kind of cool. I give it a 6. Tinkatink. Give it a 4. Tinkatuff. 5. Tinkaton. 7. I love Tinkaton. It just has the giant freaking hammer. The Pokedex entry literally says it carries the hammer that is 220 pounds, and then the Pokemon weighs 248 pounds, so it's literally just the hammer mostly. Unless it's a 200-pound pink thing holding a 200-pound hammer, which I doubt. But Wiglet, random, don't know why they made that, but it's pretty funny to me. I give it a 5. Wug Trio is also pretty funny to me. I give it a 5 as well. Bombardier, I don't care. 3. It was so lame. Finizen, the dolphin, it's literally just a dolphin, so it's kind of lame, but I like it enough, I guess. 4. Palafin does not look different at all. It added a heart to his chest. Oh, but it has a hero form. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now. It's like broken. Finizen gets a 4. Palafin gets a 6 because I like the idea of the hero form thing. Varoom gets a... I don't know. I don't care about Varoom at all. I give it a 3. It's lame. Reveroom. I like Reveroom. I mean, I hate how every boss battle for the Team Star was just a Reveroom, but a different typing. I do like Reveroom though. I give it a 5. Cyclizar. I like Cyclizar. I mean, he looks cool. He's bad though. Or maybe he's not bad. I don't really know. But he looks cool. So I give him a 5. Orthworm. I love Orthworm. He gets a 6. Glimlet. I literally did not even know that Glimora had a pre-evolution. I'll give him a 4. I give him a 4. Glimora, I like Glimora. It's cool, kind of. So, I'll give it a 5. I think it's fine. I mean, the champion that was like a Glimora, she kind of looked like one. She was super lame. Greavard the dog. I don't really care about it. I'll give it a 4. Houndstone, I like Houndstone. I give it a 6. I mean, it looks cool. I would never use it, but like, Flamigo is very stupid. I hate Flamigo too. It's just dumb. Oh, where's Hawlucha? Flamingo Amigo. The dumbest thing. It's literally just a flamingo. Citadel. Citadel's funny. I like Citadel. 5. The Titan's cool looking though. Titan is huge and it has a whole crap ton of health. Oh my gosh. I like Titan. I'll give it a 6. Veluza, my friend had one and that's about all I saw of it, so 4. Dondozo is a worse whale lord to me. I don't know. I give him a 5 because he's a whale. Tatsugiri is bad. No use for him because I had him on my team, but he was so weak because I couldn't use the commander ability. So I have no attachment. I don't play double battles. I'm not competitive. So Tatsugiri is nothing to me. I do like him. He's like sushi. He also gets a 5. Annihilate is the coolest thing I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. He gets a 9. Primeape got so mad that he died and he became a ghost. And like he's just in a constant state of like tranquility. But like the angry version of tranquility. So like he reached the angriest he could get. So now he's just like sitting at a level of just like, I don't know, mad. It's so funny though. He reminds me of like Gon from Hunter x Hunter when he like goes all crazy. I love Annihilate. Also, such a cool name. Annihilate. 9 out of 10. So cool. Clodsire. Better than Quagsire. That's for sure. So, give it whatever Wooper had. Farigiraf. I don't like Farigiraf. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are like excited for the Girafarig fusion, which I don't know. I think it's worse. I think I gave Girafarig a 4. It's just, I can't bring myself to like it. I don't know. I thought I would, but like, it's just so lame to me. I don't know. 3. The Dunsparce is a lame Dunsparce evolution, I know. They should have gave him wings or something, but whatever. I mean, he has a broken signature move. I like the Dunsparce enough. I just give it the same thing that Dunsparce has because he barely changed. King Gambit. I like King Gambit. I mean, I like Bisharp better though, but I do like how King Gambit is just like the king. He just like sits there and he has a giant like sword on his head. I forgot what I gave Bisharp, but I give him a 7. Alright, onto the Paradox Pokemon. Great Tusk is cool. I give it a 6. It's alright. Screamtail is worse than Jigglypuff, so 4. Brute Bonnet. Among Us. Same thing. Give him the same thing as Among Us. Fluttermane is mischievous, but kind of cool. I give him a 5. Slitherwing. I like Slitherwing. It's like this. It's just as cool as Volcarona. So give him the same thing that Volcarona has. Sandy Shocks is so confusing to me, but he's kind of cool. Electric Ground is cool. I give Sandy Shocks probably like a 5. Iron Treads is stupid, only because the face is just so weird. Like it just looks off. But I give it a 4. Iron Bundle. They made Delibird good. I like Iron Bundle. I give it a 6. Iron Hands is good. They finally redeemed the electric fighting type. I hated Palmont so much, man. They're such a disappointment. But then they brought it back with Iron Hands. 7 out of 10. Iron Jugulus. It's just a lame Hydreigon. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like him. He's straight out of like Roblox. He literally looks like a Roblox Hydreigon. I don't like him that much. 4. Iron Moth is... I like it. It's the same thing as Volcarona and Slitherwing. They're all the same to me. I like them all a lot. So, give them the same. Iron Thorns. Oh, dude. Robot Tyranitar is so cool. It does look a little goofy, though. I give it 1 less than whatever Tyranitar has. Frigibax. It's like a little ice Trico. I give it a 6. Arctobax is cool. I give it a 6 as well. Excalibur is so lame. I'm sorry, but it's just a pseudo legendary. He looks so naked, just so bare. He's just like standing there. There's no spikes on his head. Like he's so smooth for some reason. His signature move is broken. Like he's a good Pokemon, but like bruh, why is he so lame? 5 out of 10. Gimmighoul. I like Gimmighoul. It's just lame because like I had it on my team and I thought it was a really cool Pokemon and I wanted to like have it, but then it doesn't learn any moves. It has Astonish and Tackle and it evolves after you beat the game, basically. It's just so like disappointing. They just ruined the chest, like the mimic Pokemon. They didn't ruin it, but still. I still like Gimmighoul, even if it's lame. 5 out of 10. This is what doesn't make sense to me though. Gimmighoul is a mimic. There's a guy in a chest, he fools you to thinking it's a chest, but then it's actually like a monster. And then he evolves into a French fry? Why? I don't understand. Why didn't they just turn it into like a cool looking ghost chest thingy? But no, they turned it into a French fry on a surfboard that has a broken move. Like it's so lame. Like I like it. I like Golden Go. Like, you know, like he's cool. Like, but it's just so, like, why does he evolve from Gimmighoul? I don't know. So disappointing. Like he's good and I know he is. Man, it's just a letdown from Gimmighoul. But I do like Golden Go. So, whatever. I give him a 5. Wochian. Like a little snake. It reminds me of, like, Uzumaki. It's creepy. Like, imagine seeing that in the forest. I like it. I give it a 6. Xian Pao. What are with these, like, Chinese names. I don't like Xianpao that much. It's like a saber-toothed tiger, which is kind of cool, but it's just lame because it's like a ferret. It's not a tiger. And then it has like these two giant freaking swords, but whatever. I give it a 4. Ting Lu, just a moose with a bowl on his head. I mean, it's funny enough. I like him. I give him a 5. Chiyu, it's a goldfish, but he's on fire. That's cool. I like Chiyu. I think he's very cool. Give him a 6. Roaring Moon. I like Roaring Moon. He's like Mega Salamence, but if Mega Salamence didn't look very, like, goofy. Mega Salamence with arms, and that's what Mega Salamence needed. He gets a 7. Iron Valiant. I don't really like Iron Valiant. I mean, it's not as cool as Gallade, and it doesn't even look like Gardevoir. It has, like, Gardevoir's, like, dress, and that's it. It's just lame to me. I don't know. It's just not cool. It's a meh. Paradox Pokemon. I give it a 3. I don't like him that much. Koraidon. I like Koraidon. Koraidon and Miraidon, they're both cool. Miraidon's cooler when he's like dashing through the fields, but I think Koraidon is cooler like any other time. The only thing I don't like about Koraidon is that he's still a Cyclizar. He doesn't use the wheels. Like, he has the wheels. I would get that he didn't use the wheels because he was in the past, but then he doesn't use, like, he still has them. Why? But I like Koraidon. I give him a 6. I like Miraidon. I also give him a 6. And that is the last Pokemon. That's all 1008. That took forever. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I know I said 4 a lot. That seemed to be like the median. And I never said 10 once. You notice that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I feel like 10 has to be the perfect Pokemon, right? So there should only be one. But I do not know. I can't decide. So just pick all of them. Every 9 that I picked, take one of those and pick your favorite one. That'll be my favorite. I don't know. I don't care. But this took forever. I hope it wasn't boring because I sat here for 5 hours basically. Like I started at 3 or something. Well, that's it. I know I didn't cover any alternate forms at all. Maybe I could do another ranking video. Now I'm gonna have to edit this, and it's gonna take forever. So I'll tell you, by the time this comes out, when you're watching this, take a look at the date, because today is December 23rd. It's Christmas in 2 days. That's how long it took me to make it. I'm outing myself. Sorry, future me. Okay, since I took forever to edit, there's some new Pokemon that came out, so I'm gonna rank them real quick, just so I don't miss anybody. First ones that came out, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. They're kind of cool, I guess. Walking Wake gets a 5, or I guess Walking Wake would get like 1 less than whatever Suicune has, and then Iron Leaf gets like a 4 because it's lame, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. Then the new ones, I haven't even seen them before until literally right now when I was editing. I'm literally finished. I just finished editing Miraidon, and then of course there's more work that I had to do because the random Pokemon that I didn't know existed are suddenly out. Anyways, okay, first up, Munkidori. Munkidori looks like a weird, stupid monkey thing. I don't know. Based on just looks alone, he gets a 3. I don't know. It looks stupid. Okidogi. Like Okidoki. It looks stupid, but I guess it looks better than the other one, so I'll give it a 4. What? Pheasantipity? What are these names? Like spells? Okay, Pheasantipity. It looks kind of cool. I guess I'll give it a 5. I guess. Ogerpon looks epic. He's like a Power Ranger. The Power Ranger villain. He's cool. I'll give him a 6. He looks epic. Terrapogus. Pagos? It's like a terrestrialized Pokemon. It's kind of weird. But he looks pretty cool though. It's like a turtle. I'll give him a 6 as well. And then there's literally just the question mark Pokemon. I guess he showed up in like a trailer and nobody knows who he is. It looks like a fan Pokemon. It looks like a, what's it called? Fakemon? It doesn't look real. But I'll give it a 4, I guess. But obviously I don't know anything. I don't think anybody knows anything about these Pokemon. All I know is that they're brand new, and well, besides Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, but whatever. I don't know. I ranked them, so I didn't forget anything. Anyways, yeah. Bye. Sorry, Gen 4 fans, and sorry, Gen 7 fans. And definitely sorry to Legends Arceus fans, because I did not like any of them, basically. Whatever, I'll see you later. Or, I won't see you later. You'll see me later, because you're watching and I'm not. I'm looking at, like,